Alright everybody, welcome back to PGA Tour 2K23. So, in unfortunate news, we did not make the cut in the last one. It is cool that it lets you at least play the entire thing if you want to. Is there supposed to be sound? But anyway, I did end up just randomly playing the Elite AM Platinum. I didn't record them because I wasn't really feeling it. And I didn't do great, pretty much the same as the Kinetic ones. I had one really good round in both of them, and then 3 just okay rounds. So, we'll play this one. For some reason, I have absolutely no sound. I had to restart the PS5 to get the sound back. It's getting to be a little embarrassing that the PS5, having it, I want to say less than 6 months, has had more problems than my PS4, and owning that for probably 7 years. It's insane. I think I had to unplug the PS4 because for some reason it wouldn't turn off. Because like it froze or something, just wouldn't do anything. And I've had to do that once with the PS5. Earlier, I tried playing this a few minutes ago, and it wouldn't connect to the internet, to the Wi-Fi. I had to restart it again. Like it just couldn't find the Wi-Fi or something. So I restarted it and went to it and told it to search for Wi-Fi again, and it found it that time. And then no sound.
And best of luck to you as you endeavor in this society tournament.
Okay, well, okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
And then I've had it
5 yards out.
The controller, it seems super buggy when it comes to charging, because it'll say it's fully charged and then all of a sudden it'll say that there's low battery and needs charging. So now I just keep it plugged in all the time because I never know. There was that lead, and then there was, I think, I'm trying to think of what it was. It might work out. Nah, it's still to the right.
Kick left here.
I think that might have been more because of our lie, though.
Ah, that didn't hit the mark, did it? This one's your third.
And I
nice
twice, I think it was.
Here we go, par putt.
I had,
solid showing here.
I turned it on,
even par after the first.
and it's just like,
hole number 2.
it was black screen. I was wondering if maybe it was the HDMI cord. So I switched the Xboxes with this one, and it still was black screen. Then I switched it back to the Xbox, turned that on, and that was fine. And so you had to unplug it and plug it back in. It was just like, what is going on? Alright, 23 down, 198. Let's just say 8 yards, 190. This should be good.
Swinging like silk.
That's fine because we pulled it a little bit. Oh, okay. I was like, is it going to stay up there?
Here we have a 16-foot putt.
Alright, how do these break? Well, I pushed it.
Going towards that hole.
Needed it. Alright, so they actually break.
Fantastic.
I've been playing, I played in
That hole will bring you down to
the Elite, the Platinum, and
Let's see what this third hole has
Man,
in store
they
for us.
they didn't break at all. And it was so weird. Ah, it's gonna be in the,
Looks like this tee shot's coming
Oh,
in for a
that's
safe
fine.
landing.
yeah, they just
We are
like didn't
about
break, and I
40
couldn't
yards
get
out.
used to it. Downhill a little bit. I think I'm just gonna hit it full with some spin. Perfect, but I think it's left. Yeah. Why is that left? I even
Good
aimed it
stuff.
to the right.
This one's about 15 feet.
I don't think I hit it.
It's getting there.
Oh,
Birdie, putt, and everything, wasn't it?
if I would have hit it, I would have made it,
Currently
but
sitting at 1 under for the day.
needed a little more. But
Let's see what happens.
we
here
missed it at
on
10
hole
under.
number
I think
4.
it was 11 was the cut. Pulled it and hit it fast. Holy hell. Oh, we got lucky. We hit that little bit. That little strip of...
Good job.
I think we missed it by like a shot. And I knew that I would probably miss the cut
That'll
because
work. And this putt for the birdie.
my honest
Well, it's heading towards the hole.
guess was
Yeah, that'll
I
that'll
have
do.
to maintain like an average of 15 under for 2 rounds in order to progress.
And after that hole,
Um,
you're 2 under par.
Maybe not 15 under for 2 rounds to make the cut, but to
Yeah, let's see
maintain
what we
some
can do
progression.
on the
Like you
fifth
getting better,
hole.
you could get a promo
nice
point
contact on
and
that one.
eventually ascend to the next one. You know. It's uphill a little bit, wind in our face a little bit. Put a little bit of spin on there. I did pull it a touch, but that's just fine. I didn't really need the spin.
And looks like you're putting for eagle from here. That's not bad at all. Quite the view from here, way out on the green. Good luck.
Pulled it. I did mean to, but I didn't need it. I was
Just
thinking,
a
oh man,
3-footer.
I don't think I
Let's
put this
keep
out
her
far
going.
enough.
That's 2 birdies in a row. Let's have a third.
And I need to stop doing
and after
that.
that one, you'll bring your score down to 3 under.
Because it does help once in
And
a
this was
while.
par 4.
But yeah, I knew that was slow, but I pulled
That's
it.
looking nice off the tee.
It does help sometimes,
Okay.
but
Second shot on the
ultimately it's not a good thing to do. Uphill a little bit, wind in the face a little bit. If we're anywhere, if we land right here or anywhere left, actually I'm just gonna aim straight, because if we land here or if we land here, we should be good. And we just go straight
this
at
one's
it.
heading for
A
it.
little bit left, but that's fine.
And chalk up another green in regulation. This next putt is for your birdie. That's in there. It's your 4th birdie of the day.
It was, even though the thing was going left, it acted like it was dead straight.
And after that one, 4 under par. We are on the 7th hole. Let's see what we can do.
It's drivable. It's downhill. I think we can get there with the 3-wood. Not if we do that.
Well, this drive's looking
Jump.
okay.
Dang it.
Whoops, my mistake. You are in the sand. You're
Yeah.
from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here.
Of course.
This is our 3rd shot.
I was
And
thinking
4
just let me
strokes
go a
from
little
lead.
bit fast, because anything slow and it's probably not getting on the green, and
Wouldn't that be
somehow
nice
it's
to
still
save
slow.
par on this one.
Yeah, I need it.
Oh, it's getting there.
On the drivable par
Right
4,
in the cup for the par.
can't even get on the green in 2 because they don't know how to.
That's gonna keep you
Do
at
bunker
4
shots.
under after that hole. Okay, 8th hole coming up. Tee shot's looking decent. This one's about 110 yards from the pin.
110.
5
Pitch is probably
strokes
what
off
we
the
need.
lead.
Let's do this with some D-loft. Little slope, a little pull should. Oh, wow. That's still way short. Really. And unrealistic. I'm sorry, you pitch a pitching
No, it's
wedge.
unlucky. Missed
It's
the green
not
on that
rolling
one.
that far and then rolling off the
Okay, here's our
green.
third shot. And 5 strokes off the lead.
You'd be lucky if it went more than 10
Nice
feet
tempo
past
on
its
that chip,
pitch.
Just nice and easy. Well done. Okay, after that hole, you'll stay at 4 under par. And you're teeing up on a par 4 for this one. Well, that tee shot looks like it'll do. This one's around 135 yards out.
135 uphill 11. Let's go with a. Should we go full gap? Let's go the gap with some spin, a little bit loft. Perfect. Tiny bit of pull, but that should work out. Yeah.
Great work.
Still
Nice
went a little
approach
far.
on that one. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt.
Okay.
Great work. That's your 5th birdie today.
-5 through 9. Let's do the same on the
Okay,
back.
5 under par at the
Yeah, I
moment.
pushed it a little bit, and I was just thinking, man, I don't know
And now let's see what happens here on
if
the
it's
10th.
breaking that much. Because originally I thought I might have put it over too far anyway. Alright, let's go with this 4. I was thinking
Left.
I could
Heading
be
left.
to the right, and I'm fine. Unfortunately, I was left. Ah.
Coming through with the chip.
Because, you know, it comes
And
back
that's
in there.
Okay,
But, you know, I
5
didn't want to
under
hit
par
it too
currently.
slow because
All right, let's see what happens on hole number
it's
11.
then it might not have made it to the green.
Okay, there we go. Okay, this is
Pretty high,
about
but it's
240
downhill.
yards or so from the pin.
Tad bit slow. Sure.
Nice
Sure.
stroke. We're on the green.
I'm sure it
Okay,
would
this
roll.
one for eagle.
God, probably 40 yards. Did I hit it?
Looking super.
Yes.
That was a monster putt. Good work. Good work. Well, that's worth taking another look at.
It wasn't hard break-wise. It was obviously breaking more to the right than the left. And I did pull it at the end, which I guess helped it. The only thing I was wondering is, you know, did I hit it hard enough because of the foot uphill? I went
Right now, you're
just
7 under for the day.
a little bit past the vibration.
And teeing off now on a long par 4.
It's not really, and I feel like if I hit driver here, we could be in some trouble.
That swing was to die for.
To die for. Yeah.
All right, second shot on the 12th.
And this, honestly, 9-iron, it's a little bit downhill. Wind a little bit helping, I think. I think we can hit just full. I pulled it. And we still probably wouldn't have been on it. I needed the
I
8.
don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach.
I just had a club short, buddy.
Setting up here now for our third shot. Great chip shot there. Pure. That's pure. 7 under par after that hole. And teeing this one up on
I'll feel
hole
confident
number
if I
13.
can get to 10 under. Another drivable par 4. Ah,
Going for the
okay.
green here. Wonderful stuff.
never mind. That's what I needed. We're definitely going to putt this. Ah,
Here we go. This is for birdie.
it's tough to judge them off the
Okay,
fringe.
8 under par is your score currently.
And
Alright,
this
let's
is
have a
the
nice
first
tee
day
shot.
of
Landed
TGC
nicely in
Tours,
that
so
fairway.
Don't expect anything to really stick.
Tee shot's looking fairway bound. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14.
Down 17 foot. Let's take the gap. Anything over here is fine. Touch of a tug, but it should be okay.
To the left on the approach.
Oh, it didn't really spin at all.
Nothing wrong with
We
that.
put a good bit on
Safely
there.
On the green. Okay, 19 feet.
Is it gonna break? No.
Ooh. There's almost nothing left to this one. After that hole, 8 under.
Solid putt. I mean, seeing what it did after, you know, hitting
Here comes
the
hole number
fringe,
15.
basically. I really thought it was going to do a little bit more than that. Honestly, this just can't be slow. Because it's going to come back. No,
Good job.
it stays.
We're on the
Okay.
green. 14 feet.
I think if it was an inch less, it would have come back. And I mean a literal inch.
Well done on this one.
Putting pretty good. I think we
Okay,
really
9
the only
under is
one
the
I
current
thought
score.
you know we should have made. Is one
We've got
putt on the front
long
9 that
par
was
4
pretty
staring
early
us
on.
down on this one.
Putting good. Drives have been good. The only bad one was that 3-wood off the
Good
tee.
shot. From here,
And I guess the
it's about
4-iron
15 yards
off
to
the
the
tee
pin.
as well.
Andrew, 4 strokes away from the lead.
This is log wedge, but it's uphill 12 foot. Just a bit fast and a bit of a tug. It should be okay. Come on.
Take those all day.
Didn't go as far right as I was
Sink this and
hoping,
you'll pull down a birdie.
but it's not really a tough putt.
Could be a good one.
Wow, I
that
even
was
pulled
almost
it a pretty good bit.
All right, here's the tap.
But like I said, some of the
Alright,
putting,
9 under
it
is your
just seems
score.
like occasionally it doesn't make sense.
And hopefully you can stick this
And
one
when I
close.
say occasionally, I mean at least a couple times around. See, here's the thing here. You can't be long, and when I say long, I mean long, you know, past the green. You're going to have a really hard chip back. Short is okay. It's downhill. Put some loft, put some spin. It's going to be short,
Nice
but
approach.
it's okay.
16 feet to the cup.
I pulled it massively.
Went
And
right
look, it's
by.
still...
All right, drop this
Okay,
par putt.
I'm going to
Let's
be
do it.
honest, guys.
And
That's
that
back to
putt
back.
Safely in its home.
That one I
Score's
did mean to
currently
pull.
9 under par.
Again, I didn't mean to pull it that much.
And best
But
of
that's
luck as you
back-to-back
bring this
pretty
one
big
home
pulls
here on the final
that
hole of
didn't
this one.
affect the putt at all. And that one was definitely not breaking that much more to the right than the left. I moved it to the left a touch and pulled it massively to the left, and it still broke more to the right. So that's a little weird.
Well, this should be in the fairway.
We're going to have a bad stance.
And this one's around 235-ish to the pin.
235's downhill
and 4
9.
strokes off the lead.
Pulled it. Get a good kick. Nah, it's coming back. 3 high was way too
This is your
much.
third shot. And 4 strokes back.
And I thought maybe the
5
4
feet
could
left
run up
to
there,
go.
but
Looking good.
we had just hit it
And
a
you
little bit
have
slow.
finished your
Oh, that
round
was
with a
it.
birdie putt.
And we finished at 10 under. First round, 10 under. And I do only feel there were 2 shots we left out there,
And
2
a
putts that we should have
10
made.
under par for you at the end of the day.
Right now, that's third.
Well, on behalf
but there's
of
not-
myself and the team here at HB Studios. and
Why are we
2K
getting
Sports,
stuff
Thanks for playing.
Right there. I
had
don't
good
understand
fun.
it. But as you can see, there's only 4 people. Oh, that's 4 people who have fully finished. Yeah. Plus 31. He had a bad round. But yeah, you can see
Hello
only
there,
4
my
people
name's
that have fully
John McCarthy.
finished.
Please
the
to
tournament.
welcome you
So
to PGA Tour 2K23. Hopefully everything is going well on your end. Today we stand in front of a par 4 to start out with. Let's start by launching a long one into the fairway, and we'll take it from there.
like the enthusiasm,
We've got about
John.
130 yards to go here.
Sandwich would de-loft it a little bit. Ah, I pulled it massively.
Your approach is heading a little leftward.
Oh, it could be. Oh, nah, it's too far. And again, guys, I hit a sand wedge.
All right, let's pop this in. Birdie putt.
There's no way it rolls that far. Wow. How was there hardly any break in that?
7-foot putt coming up. This putt's tracking.
All
Down
right,
she
on
goes.
first. I feel that sand wedge, even though yes, it was pulled pretty bad, ended up in a way worse spot than
after
it
that
should
one,
have.
Sitting right there at 10 under.
Well, if we can go another 10,
tailwind
I'd be
blowing with us
first
on
of all,
this
I'd be very surprised. The second, I think.
Can we
That
get a
slow
kick
really
left?
hurt us. It would have added a few yards and then
Okay,
been
we're
down
on the
there near the
green.
hole because of that slope. But
Let's see how you do here. We have a very long putt ahead of us.
I think I hit it too hard.
Oh my!
Yeah,
And
didn't have
this one
enough
for
break on
par.
it anyway.
So far, so good. Nice putt. That's in there for
All right.
par.
Not starting off too great. Too bad iron shots,
Sitting at 10
unfortunately.
under after that one.
What?
Here
15
comes
under
par
is the
4.
minimum goal. Half of what we did on the first round.
Looks like this one's in the fairway.
But I'm honestly hoping to get at least
And
8
second
under
shot,
this
you're on
round.
third.
Get us to minus 18. Because I feel like that could get us into a pretty good spot. Into possibly... That was
I
awful.
think this one's going for it.
Ended up good, though.
4 feet to go.
You know, if we have a
Look at
better
you
2
go.
rounds
And you're currently
better
sitting
final
at
2 rounds
11
anyway.
under.
of getting us a point and moving up the tours.
It's a nice looking shot. Here's your second shot on the 4th.
How was with the pitch, which I feel is pretty good, but it has to go the distance. Perfect. Jump. Of course. You literally have a
This is what our
3-foot
third shot's
window
looking like.
to get the second shot in.
Ooh, nicely done. on
And
the
if you don't
chip
get it in
shot.
that 5-foot window or
11 under
whatever I just
par
said,
Currently.
it's coming off the green.
Here we go.
Or you're going to
Par
have
five
a
coming up.
really difficult putt coming down the hill.
Oh, this one's dropping fairway for sure. And we got about 225 yards to go from here.
225, a little bit uphill, but the wind is helping a good bit. That was... You couldn't
Coming in
hit
for a landing
a
here on the
better
green.
iron. I don't even know what iron I hit, whether it was 5 or 4. Didn't end up great, however, off the green. But
Setting up
with
for our
how
third shot.
tight this pin location is, ooh, it was going to be really tough to get
Well
that close
judged
anyway.
on that one.
There we go.
And
We
12
finally
under
get...
is your
No, this is our
current
second
score.
birdie. Second birdie of the round.
All right, let's see what we can do here on the 6th hole.
Let's see.
Yep, that was a good swing. Well done.
Okay, and
And
that's
we're
a
about
pretty flat surface.
135 to the pin.
135 wind helping, uphill 5 feet, so it's... I don't want to be long, like I said. Let's go deal off the loft wedge. Oh, slow.
Well, this one could
Sit.
play.
Yes.
Well, you had the distance dialed in on that one, pin high. And that'll work for the birdie.
Back to back, baby.
And 13 under par is your current score.
That's before that hole, we only
Par
had birdies on the
4
par
hole.
5s. And you don't want that. It's a little bit downhill. Let's go with a partial drive. I feel like I could...
Looks like this one should be in
hit
the
it
fairway.
and possibly get it on, but Unfortunately, look at that. Man, your drives roll
Whoops,
more
ended up
in the
rough.
game than I've ever
Thought
seen
that
a
was gonna be
drive.
better.
I mean, good God. And again, it's looking like
All right, let's get a birdie and get out
on
of
the
here. What do you say?
drivable par 4, which there's 2 in the game, or on the course in the game. There's way more than 2 in the
Oh,
game.
no, it's right by the hole.
We'll be getting another
All
par.
right, let's tap her on in and continue on our way. And you are currently 13 under par. Par 4 for this one.
No, unfortunately, again, that is definitely, unless the wind is dead in your face, that's
Looks like it'll be in the
definitely a
fairway.
3-wood hole, because
We've got about
driver,
135
it's
yards
downhill the
or so
entire
to
way
go
once you
from
hit the
here.
fairway. So the driver wasn't going to stop. We'll de-loft this. I just pulled it.
This is looking good.
Look at that.
That's
Okay.
a safe shot.
I was going to say we should be
12
good,
feet
but
left
then
to
it
the
started
hole.
coming back. I was like, no, you don't. I was like,
Going
that was
towards that
not,
hole.
yes, that was not
Let's
far
keep
enough
this
left
going.
for it
That's
to
your
come
fourth
back
birdie
down
of the
that
day.
hill.
Good work out there. And sitting at 14 under par after that hole. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind.
Should be okay,
This
but
one's looking good.
that's one of the worst drives was hit, and it still ended up
Okay,
decent.
hole number
So.
9, shot number 2. Let's see what you
Wind
got.
going to the left, our lie is going to the right. It's uphill, wind is helping though. I think honestly a full loft wedge I think might be good. As long as it's not slow, which it was. But we pulled it. Yes. Will it stop? No. Again, yes, we hit the downhill slope,
That's okay. Don't
but
worry
like I've
about
said
it.
before,
We'll be on the green eventually.
we hit a 60-degree loft wedge.
Nice chip.
It
Fantastic.
honestly probably should have still
And after that one,
stopped
your current score, a veritable
and not gone
14
off the
under par.
green.
This one.
Alright, 4 under
is the
through
par
9,
3 hole.
1 worse. But I feel like kind of got screwed. Should we go down 5? I think 6 is way too much. Pulled
Nice
it
swing.
and hit it fast. It might still be okay with the way the green is. Yeah, still okay.
Well done. That's a nice.
If it
little
wasn't
approach
pulled and
shot
hit
there.
fast,
All right, if you can sink this.
that would have been really
snatch
good.
a birdie
Pushed
and be on our
it.
way. Just a little bit aggressive there. Looking
But like
pretty
I
good.
was saying on the last round,
Okay, well played.
you saw the 2 massive
14
pulls I had,
under is your score.
and they had no effect on the putts.
Let's
but
see what we
something
can
like
do
that
here on the
Tiny
11th.
little push, I'm wondering, did we miss because of that push,
I think this
or
one
did I
will,
just not
land
put
in
it
the fairway.
far enough to the left?
And from here, we're
You
looking
know,
at about 195 yards.
That,
or
and that
so
I
to the
feel like
pin.
is the unfortunate thing, is you won't know. Yes, got over that, but it's probably not going to stay. Don't. I had so much spin on that. I know. It was a 6-iron.
This one's your third.
Hit it perfect.
I'm liking that one. Nice chip. Nice putt, and that is for birdie number 5 on the day.
Birdie number
And
5. So
clocking in
we're at the
15
minimum
under
goal
par at
right
the
now.
moment. And the wind will be a factor on this one.
This is the
Going
one I
right
hit the
into our
3-wood on the
face.
last hole. Ended up with a
Pretty good
par
off
because
the
we
tee.
were kind of in between on clubs. A
about,
much
I'd
harder
say 185 or so to the pin from here.
stance. But I feel like we can just hit a full club. I did pull that, but it's
Ooh, I think
okay.
this could be good.
Yeah, much better
Well, that'll play pin high
shot
for us.
this time. We didn't even make it on the
Here we
green
go. Drop
last
this
time.
one for birdie.
But it is a tough putt. Yeah,
Oh my
look at that.
goodness.
That thing broke
putt's
at
about
least
4
4
feet.
foot, and it was only, I think, a
Looking good.
6-foot putt.
And after that one, 15 under.
I hate that so much. I hate
This
hitting
hole's a short par 4. Might be able to get
clubs
aggressive.
under. It was a 7-iron. I know, but I still hate hitting clubs that low and getting it
Let's try
that
to chip it
close
safe.
and not making the putt. This, unfortunately, will go back off the green, but that's okay.
And here's our second shot on the 13th.
Okay, I was gonna say that if this one's slow, it might go off the green. I needed to go past the
Birdie
hole.
putt coming up. This one's tracking.
All right.
Amazing. Wow.
Can we get
16
4
under
more?
after that hole.
Can we get 4 more to get to my ultimate goal of 20 after 2?
I think this looks pretty safe.
Okay, I tried to go like 95, but I went
Okay,
98.
This is
I
about
was
155
thinking that might be
yards
too
to the
far. Now it's
pin.
downhill 17-foot. Wind is going crazy that way. Little slow, little pull. Is it gonna run? Unfortunately not.
Good little shot.
I
there.
just think right there. I think
And this
the
one's from 28
next
feet.
club was too much, but I definitely think that I would have had to deal off that one a pretty good bit
It's
to get it
right
to the
by
hole. Yeah, that's
And for
unfortunate.
the par.
All right,
Nicely
not having a birdie
played.
there while having a wedge in hand is a bit of a
After that
disappointment.
hole, you sit at 16 under par. The wind's picked up here, blowing right to left.
And this is another one of those where if you don't hit it perfect, you're either going to have an insanely long putt here or a pretty tough chip up where it could go past. It's downhill.
Oh, that was a
I
fine swing.
pulled it.
Fine swing.
Jesus, I didn't pull it that much.
A little wayward on the approach. That's all right, though. Second shot here on the 15th.
And off, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. A chip going up was impossible to really do,
This is our
especially being in the
third shot.
rough. So that's unfortunately going to be a bogey.
Ooh, look at here. Nice chip.
I know I
putt,
didn't put
that's
any
bogey.
spin on the chip.
And after that hole, looks like
But-
15 under is where you sit.
Again, I pulled it, but I did not pull it that much for it to go that far left.
Beauty of a swing there.
And unfortunately that
And this one's around.
kind of
140 yards
derails
to
the
pin.
whole 20 under, definitely, and it makes the 18 under really difficult. Because that was my other goal, 18.
And your approach is heading right at
Nah.
the pin.
Yeah, we won't get there, but
Missed the green on that one. Okay, here's our third shot.
a lot of spin. Again, unrealistic, you fuckers.
All right, drop this on in and save your par.
I put
This one's on a good
a
line.
ton of spin on that chip,
That'll do nicely.
and I only chipped it maybe a yard. So much that it
15 under par is your
barely
score.
even touched the green, and it rolled 20-something
Teeing
feet.
up now on the 17th.
God, I can't get a perfect without pulling it, but I mean, it just wasn't enough. I put too much loft
That'll
on it.
work. Nice approach. 27 feet from the cup.
Get
Oh,
my-
this one could drop.
Thank you. I needed
yeah.
I needed
I'll
something to
take
go
it, I'll
down.
take it. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to have another look at that one.
We don't need to replay that. It was a 27-foot putt. It was a good putt. But
And after that one, 16 under par. Wind's picking up out there. We got a headwind on this hole. Oh,
wind in the
wonderfully
face
struck.
on a par 5, never a good thing.
Here's our second shot.
Now this is downhill
on the
14
18th.
foot. Oh man. We would need the driver just to get it there.
That's bold, using the driver off the fairway.
We hit a good
I'll
one.
take it.
To the middle of the green, literally.
Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed. This next putt is for the eagle.
Not bad.
Just 4 feet left on this one. And that one drops in for bird and
So
Nice
7
way
under
to
on
cap
this one
off your
with
round
a
as well.
bogey. I'll take it.
And as we wind down here, 17 under par for you.
4th place alone at
And
the
that's
moment.
gonna do it for me. My job's done. Hopefully, we'll see you again around here real soon, though. Hello there. Welcome back to your society. My name's John.
Well, yeah,
Wishing you the
the
best here on the first tee as we kick off round
so the
number
missed
3
cut
of this event. All right,
for the
time to
first
giddy
event
up.
was a little weird
Get
to me
that
because
ball in the fairway and we'll mosey on our way.
I was
Got about
65th,
125 to
Um,
the pin.
so it wasn't even. Yeah, there we go.
Come on, bounce to the right for us.
It was honestly just a bad wedge shot. It
You'll be
didn't
all
end
right
up
there.
horrible, but
All right, this putt for the
I was
birdie.
worried about it being slow, so I pulled it. Kind of like what I do with putts.
Oh,
But so I was
nice
65th.
3-footer. Keeping an even
And-
keel here after the first hole. We are even par.
The reason I say it was weird is because that's what
And
the cut
windy out
line
here on
was
this one.
62, I think. Whoever's in 62nd. Which I found super odd because in real life, it's 72, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Beautiful swing.
Okay, so you just can't stop it
Safely on the green.
because I hit that thing
Could be a birdie.
insanely
if you wanna
far,
drop this in the
insanely
hole.
far back. Pulled that one, and it didn't need
Ooh.
it. Damn it.
Okay, this one's a 3-footer.
Um,
And after that hole,
so
you
I'm guessing
stand
maybe they just didn't have
17
enough
under par.
players in that first
teeing
one,
off now in a long par 4.
or maybe
Great
they just
swing
don't
on
want
that one.
as many people. Seems a little weird to me though, how many
And this
people
one's
play
about
it.
100 yards out.
Wind is helping by a good bit. Slow. Jesus.
And that approach was a bit wayward.
You don't
This is our
say.
third shot.
And it
And
doesn't
that's
matter
gonna be
because we
a-
chip
a
it in.
Fancy little birdie for you. Nice chip. And if you'll indulge me, let's
It
take
was
one
fancy.
more
I
look at
played the
that
break
shot.
perfectly. Can't do it on a putt apparently, but I can do it on a chip. From 11 yards. That gets us our first birdie for the round.
Currently 18 under par. We're teeing up on the 4th hole now. Oh man, just tapped that one.
What?
Setting up about 115 yards out.
Just tapped it. The hell are you getting at? Wow.
Looks like this one's going left.
I
Setting up here now
don't know.
for our 3rd shot.
and bye-bye. No?
And you've got this much left to save par on this one. Oh,
Are you kidding me?
all right,
fuck
give this a
you.
little tap and we can move on. And after that hole, you are currently
Fuck you.
17 under par. Wind is blowing left to right on this one.
It wasn't breaking enough for it to go that far to the right.
It's a nice looking tee shot. And second shot here on the 5th.
That slow, I'm guessing, really hurt us because we pulled it.
Setting up for our
I love
third
how they
shot.
pick and choose. This is impossible thing, by the way. Yeah. There was no way to get that near the hole.
This one for the birdie.
You'd have had to do the most epic partial flop of your life. Ah, pulled it. Yeah.
Oh. All right, 3 feet to the cup.
Well, I hope we made the cut
Okay,
because
time to head over to the next hole.
we've made the mess
You're
of the first
currently
5
sitting at
holes, even par
17
through
under
5.
par. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway. And this is about 165 yards out.
Uphill, wind in our face. Is the wind in our face that much? Gee,
This one's looking bunker bound.
what the f...
Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach.
You're telling me that wind that was mostly in our face, it was moving to the right just a little bit, moved that ball 25 yards
From
to the right?
Beach.
No. No, it didn't. And doesn't stop.
Nicely played out of that
Oh my
sand. A little
God.
bit of work left to do, but nothing too serious. And that's your par right there. And after that hole, you stand.
10 under on round number 1.
17 under par.
Remember that.
Wind's blowing from our backs on this one.
Remember that and how we were doing so badly in the 3rd round, which it should get a little bit easier because we know the course a little bit now. Yes, there's winds. That was a great
Look at you
3-wood.
go. Putting for eagle here now on this.
We parred
par
it
4.
the first 2
And
days.
this is for a bird with big wings. Eagle putt coming up. A little too hard.
Sure.
This putt's going.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's great stuff.
Mm.
Okay, after that hole, sitting there at 18 under par. Okay, it's a lengthy par 4.
No, it's not.
I think this will end up in the fairway.
For a pro, a lengthy par 4,
Here's our second shot on the 8th.
honestly, I mean... Whoops. How was that slow? I mean, it worked out, but how? Jesus,
That'll
that
do.
stopped.
This could be
A lengthy
birdie on
par
the
4
scorecard.
for a pro, honestly, it's got to be like 470.
Putt appears to be online.
Are you kidding me? I love how some of them
too
break,
bad.
some of them don't. So-
And wow, after that hole, sitting at 18 under par.
because the average pro drives it 290
The
at
ninth
least.
hole is ready for us.
That's on the
Hopefully
low
you're ready for
side.
it.
Most tour pros nowadays, at
Looks like we're
minimum
into the
is at
fairway
least
here.
300.
And this is about 165 yards
And again-
or so to the pin.
I want to say most are also, God,
And that'll
I just
do.
don't
Grab
understand the
your putter.
wind, I guess.
And this putt is very, very long. Just do what you can. See if we can get this close maybe.
Of course.
Just 3 feet
I love
left.
that I've missed like 5 putts by an inch
Oh,
today.
that'll work for your par. Nicely done.
I should have been at least
18
22
for the
under,
moment.
but
Teeing off now
putts
on
missed
a
by
par
literal
3.
an inch. That's okay. Wow. That wind wreaked havoc with the 3 hybrid.
And could have a birdie here.
I'm worried about it going past the hole.
Oh, come on, get in.
It shouldn't be though, it went in.
Holy. Well, let's just leave it there. That was.
But yeah, I
the
think the
polar effort. Let's just
average
put it like that.
Tour Pro also
Way
hits a
out there,
pitching
and you
wedge
dropped it right
minimum
in the
of
cup.
145. Because I hit my pitching wedge at least 145. And so if they hit a 300-yard drive or even 290, then a 450-yard hole is no more than driver
On
and
this one, the wind
pitching
is
wedge,
picked up,
maybe
going
a,
left to
a
right.
small 9-iron.
Tee shot's looking good.
Whereas for someone like me, even though I do hit my wedge
Okay,
about
about
145 to
235
150,
yards
depending
left to go.
on, you know, various things. Well, I got out. A long par
Third
4
shot.
for me. Sit. Stop. I put a lot of... Fuck you. I put so much spin on that and landed it about 10 feet from the
This
hole,
one's about 22 feet to the cup.
which means it rolled close to 40 feet. And it didn't break.
Just missed.
But a 430-yard par 4, or no, 450,
Locking
which
in
is
on
what
a
that
par
par 4
4.
was. For me, if I can get my drive to 260, I still have 190 yards left. So a 450 par 4 for me is a really long par 4. Whereas for a pro, that's driver
Oh, good shot.
and maybe a small 9 iron.
Okay, this one's about 135 to the pin.
I don't know why I can hit my iron so far,
Looking
but
nice.
my driver just like goes nowhere.
Well, that'll work on the green, won't it? Ooh, setting up for birdie here. And that one drops for your 4th birdie of the day. I'm
Yeah,
liking
we should
that.
have had 2 in a row. But for some reason, they don't understand how greens work.
Yeah, you might need a little more power. We got a headwind on this hole.
You bitch.
All right, here's our second shot on the
Oh,
13th.
God. I was gonna say, please tell me I can flop it, but no, I mean, I should be able to hit. Oh, but that chip stopped.
Setting up a 5-foot putt here. That putt will drop, and that's your 2nd birdie in a row. Let's get on a streak here.
4 under. We really need a birdie out to. Yeah, we need a birdie out just to match the next round, the last
Here we have
round.
a lovely par 4 ahead of us.
With that wind, that's okay. I wasn't sure if 3-wood was gonna get me
That'll do nicely.
the distance I wanted.
And this is about 170 yards to the pin.
How is it that slow? Wow, that took a gigantic hop for a pitching
I'm
wedge.
okay with that. And if this drops, you'll get your birdie here.
I don't think I hit it. Well, I did hit it, but it needed.
Still a 3-footer left for this one.
With the pull you saw that I had on that, I probably needed an extra 6 foot of break. Which I don't think there was another 6 foot of break in that.
3 on this one.
I think your pulls on your putts sometimes don't register. Because that's 3 now. Where it seems like the pull just didn't register at all. 3 in 2 rounds, by the way. It's downhill 12. Just for that, I would go here. With that wind, I think 9 iron is the play.
Get to the right. Get to the right.
And all right,
That'll do
it's
for
so
the
tough to
approach.
judge because
Okay.
I've been hitting them
Could be a
slow,
birdie on the scorecard if you drop this.
and I didn't hit it, and it didn't break.
Oh my goodness! Went all that way.
It broke
just
left the
to
entire way,
Not drop.
but at no point until it got to about a foot from the
Wind is
hole did
blowing
it start
right to
breaking.
left on this hole. Looks like this one's pretty safe. And here's our second shot on the 16th.
Do I need a full loft wedge? I could punch this. I haven't done many punches, so I'm not 100%
Nice shot.
sure how to
That'll
hit
do.
them yet.
And this putt is way.
I should have done a
out there.
practice swing, but
Best of luck.
that's still not a
Okay.
bad putt.
Here's a par putt.
This is a super unfortunate round, guys. We're only 4 under.
Here we go on the 17th hole.
and it's just not making
Press
sense with the
heading
slow
right
and
with the
fast
pin.
with my
And from
irons.
the green side,
I'm sorry, it's
We're
not
heading
making
down
any
here.
sense. Oh god, and that one just
That
launches.
lie, which was
So
kind
never
of a
mind,
dirty
guys.
lie.
After this, we'll be
Not
3
a
under.
bad result. Long putt left though,
How is it that short?
and a 4-foot putt. Okay, moving on.
It's so weird. The third round,
And
my
let's
irons
bring
start
this
being
thing home
really
now on the
weird
18th tee.
with the tempo.
Silky swing.
And again, every shot has a different
Here we go,
tempo, every type
225
of
yards
shot,
or so away.
and it's really weird. It almost seems like, and of course every variation of club. So your driver and your wood, they have a similar tempo, but your driver and your irons have a completely different tempo. That is true.
This is
Because
right on the border. I'm not sure if it's going to be rough or fairway.
every time I've hit
This one's your
a
third.
every time I've hit
Way to
a
chip that
slow
one close. Well done.
tempo
Just like that.
iron
That's another
in
round
this
gone
round,
in the books.
the drive would have been fast. Because the drive tempo,
And that's gonna
I
do it
don't
for
need
us
to
here today.
swing
Thank
so
you
as
much
fast.
for playing, and we'll see you next time.
and that's a super, super disappointing round. We should have been close to 30 under at least.
Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, welcoming you to PGA Tour 2K23. I'm assuming you've brought your A game. It's a beautiful day for the final round of this event. Well done. And this is looking to be about 155 yards out.
And look, that one was fast. But I hardly swung it at all.
Good job.
So
Here we
it's
go,
like,
28 feet away.
it does seem like you're... How did that break so much?
No good.
Especially for hitting it that hard.
And here we go. This one for par.
Unfortunately, it does
Looking
seem
good.
like your tempo changes
Great way
round to round
start
as
your
well.
round. Even par after that one.
Because every round, my tempo has been completely different. Now, that would make sense if I stopped
Okay, the wind's blowing on
for a
this
few
one, right
hours
left.
or stopped and played the next day, but I play these rounds consecutively back to back. So I don't understand why the tempos are different. So, and they're not just slightly different, they're completely different. Where one would be a
Yes, that's
slow in the
gonna do
last
just
round, now it's a
nicely.
fast. So it's...
And this one is for the bird.
That was actually a good putt.
This one's a 4-foot putt. So far, so good. Boom. there's
So
your
unfortunately, with
par.
that second round, we're not going to get a promotion point. Hopefully, with the 17 under on the first 2 rounds, we do at least make the cut. I know once you get into elite and platinum,
All right, stepping up
you might
to
be needing a
par
20
4
under
here.
just to make the cut. Ooh. Okay.
And here's your second shot on the third.
And I don't know if it's
Safe
the
approach,
wind
nice.
that's
All right,
doing
here's a
some weird shit with the
23
ball,
footer.
but
Ouch, right by the hole.
you're telling me that was a
Here we
dead
go,
straight
par
putt.
coming up.
Because my tempo was, or my swing plane was perfect right there.
And 4th hole coming up.
But a middle wind like this has been taking my irons like 25
looking
yards
good
to the right, even when I hit like a fast. It doesn't make too much sense at the moment. think with the wind, this should be good. It should carry. It should carry. And it didn't. It should have carried a little bit further than that with the
And
wind.
about 14 feet to go.
And that one broke a lot.
Well, it's going right by the hole. Setting up for the par putt here. Nice putt. And here we go with a par 5.
Like that right there. I honestly was thinking,
Okay, this is
holy
looking to be
shit,
about
that's going to be
225
very
from
fast.
the pin.
But it wasn't.
Doing all right, hitting those greens today. Well done. And this one is for the birdie with big wings. So good.
4 pars in a row, then an eagle. And honestly, I wouldn't be thinking that if it
This
was
hole, we
all
got
that stuff.
Tailwind to deal with.
If it was a
Yeah, I think we will hit the
maybe a
fairway here.
different development team.
And setting up about.
And I only say that
105 yards to the
because
pin.
in in the last game, it was a definite thing
Pin high on that approach.
that they
nicely
would
judged.
so they didn't ever release
Setting
patch
up
notes really.
12-foot putt here.
So when they changed something,
Right. by
really,
the
I
hole.
even pulled it. Yeah,
Right for the
I'm
putt.
going to say right now, a lot of the times it does not register your pulls
And the 7th hole is
on
upon us.
putts. It doesn't. But in the last game, it was a definite thing that things would change and you wouldn't know it. Oh, that's awful.
Yep, that's going to do.
And that's a big reason why I stopped
Nice
playing,
chip.
because I hated when I would figure it out, but then all of a
All
sudden
right, let's see what we can do off the
you
tee
would play
here. It's
another
a
round
long
or
par
something and
4.
it was just completely different.
Good job. Second shot here on hole number 8.
And then, yes, it may have been EA's, or not EA, 2K's fault, but you can pretty much guarantee. Don't do it, of course. Of course, that shouldn't have went down that far, by the way. Yes, it was going to roll down that hill.
Here's what
But like I
you're
said in a
looking at
previous
for
video,
birdie.
when it's almost at a stop and then it hits the hill, it's not going to pick up that much speed. When these are almost at a stop and it touches those hills, they pick up speed and go 10 times faster than they originally were, when it should have been more like 3 times.
No, that's going right by the hole, isn't it? 5 feet to the cup from here. Nicely played.
But as I was saying, you know that they rushed this game. Seeing that
Best of
they
luck to you on this par
announced
4.
the release date really soon before they put it out.
I'm liking it.
I think it was only like a month and a half before the
And
game
this
was
one's
out
about
that they
120
announced the release
yards to
date.
pin. Hopefully this one will bounce to the right.
Man, and the lie right there, it was going really far to the
That
right,
should do nicely.
and it's just like didn't affect it all.
one's a
The wind
21
is the only
footer.
thing that affected that.
Yikes. that went
Come
right by.
on.
All right, here is a look at our par putt. That's going to work.
3 under. So yeah, you know it was rushed. And another reason you know it was rushed is because when the game launched, I
Here
understand
comes a par 3 for us.
you would have TGC tours and have people re-qualify to see where they were for the new game. But I think it was like a month and a half before it actually like launched. And oh, that never mind. I thought it was gonna be a good thing that it hit that to slow it down,
Good
but
shot. And this one is 30 feet away.
it was quite a bit before it actually launched. Come on. And like I said, I pulled
All you gotta do
that.
is put
I
that in the hole
pulled
for
that.
par.
How do I still miss it on the high side?
The wind's a little
Um,
blustery, blowing right to left on this one.
But then they didn't have ranked, which people were really mad about.
Nothing wrong with
And
that.
ranked doesn't come out until
Okay,
season
about
2.
225
When
to
season
pin
2
from
is
here.
I'm guessing either January or February. Because they put out a little roadmap, and it's so stupid when games do this because they almost never follow the roadmap because they have it delayed. But December was the last one that actually had something down, and I think that was the release of Torrey Pines. Torrey Pines is releasing
Great
next month.
job on that approach.
Thank you. That was
All right,
that
here's
was a good
7-foot
shot.
putt.
Um,
There with an eagle.
That's 2 eagles on this round and a birdie. That's all we've had. Um,
And teeing it up now on the
But
12th.
the only thing good that they're releasing from, honestly, from launch until January, they're releasing Torrey Pines. That's it. Ranked, it
There's
just
a
says season
spicy little
2.
biscuit.
Crossplay, which is again something that
There's
should
our
have
second
been
shot on the
out
12th.
on release. It just says season 2. There's no actual date.
Coming in for a landing on the short stuff. Could
Sit.
be good.
Um,
Oh, yeah. That was a tidy little shot. Well done. Looks like we could have a birdie on this hole. This putt's
I'm
tracking.
happy that they're adding Under Armour. I really like
So
Under Armour
good.
stuff.
Oh, lovely shot.
That's coming again, season 2.
Here we go. Par 4 ahead of you.
And the other thing about them going, okay, well it's season 2, is seeing how long. Oh, good God, that was
You
awful.
lost it in the canopy? Okay, let's get up and on our way from this bunker.
There was no canopy. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Hell yes.
Oh, yeah. Stuck it close from the trap. Well done.
Is that season 1 was when did this release? October. October to November. November to December. Now that's 2 months,
Wind's blowing out there, right to left.
and then December to January, so 3 months. So it's minimum of 3 months is a season, which makes sense because a lot of games that have seasons like
There we
that, I
go,
think
nice
it's like
swing
Call
on
of
that one.
Duty,
Looking like about
and
185
stuff that has
yards
season
out.
passes. They're normally around 3 to 4 months. I mean, it makes sense. A season
Maybe this
is
one will kick to the
4
left.
4 months, 3
Front
months.
Shot worked out just fine.
There's 4 seasons.
See how you do with this 13-foot putt. And that drops for your fourth birdie of the day.
But the thing is, like, if they have to delay something like matchmaking, like crossplay, maybe they didn't finalize the deal with Under Armour or the course owner,
Take
whatever.
This one up
You know, that
on
could
15th
then
hole.
extend into the next season.
Nice. That's some solid
which is
contact.
the reason why I don't like them releasing like a road map. Just tell us
Nice stroke. We're on the green.
in the first couple of months we
Ball's a
should
long
have,
way from home. Let's see if you can help it get there.
or not that. God, it's a foot down. But they've already announced that there's gonna be ranked.
Oh,
There's
that
gonna
was
be
almost
crossplay.
in.
They're gonna add courses. They're gonna add
Okay, this one for par.
this stuff.
Well done.
And knowing HB Studios' track record of just as simple like patches and releasing other stuff, it could
This one
be a
out the
lot
fairway.
longer than what they say, which is unfortunate.
If
That-
you want to chase down
wow, that was
people
an
on the
awful
top
drive.
of the leaderboard, you're gonna have to make a move soon. Let's get a birdie. See what we can do from there. Okay, second shot here on the 16th.
I'm still super excited. The only thing that bothers me is they have all this stuff planned on releasing. Wow, that still went that far. I thought it'd be
that's
short.
All right, we'll get on the green next time. This is what our third shot's looking like.
Get in there. Ah. They have all this stuff planned,
Good luck on this one.
but
Par save, possibly.
that almost
Well done.
it didn't break an inch. But there's still a lot of issues just with stuff on the greens alone. Not to mention the 100 issues that they have with career mode and the lack
Careful
of
out there,
content
wind's
in
blowing
career
right to
mode.
left.
I mean, I finished career mode and played 3 rounds for everything and then 4 rounds for, God, probably at least a quarter of the events. So I took my time, not took my time, obviously, because I finished it really fast. But, you know,
Come on, give
I
us a
did
kick
more
to
than
the
most
left.
people would with career mode. First hole in one, damn it.
Nice. That was the club.
And like, once you
Yes,
beat
that
all your
drop, that's
rivals,
your 5th birdie of the day.
that's it. The rivals are super easy in this one. I mean, as long as you go like 5 under a tournament, you're probably going to beat every single one, except for maybe the last 3.
Let's see how you do here on the 18th.
The highlights are
Have
awful
that.
still.
And we're somewhere around
The scoreboards are still
240
kind of
for the
broken,
pin.
and with John constantly saying that we made it to the top 5, just because, and I think it's because our name is on the top 5 when they
Too
show
much to
it,
the
just
right.
so that they show our name. We can see what we
There's
are.
a green and under regulation for you.
Yeah, I'm happy with
Pat
being
yourself
on
the
this. It was a
back.
really tough spot to actually
For a
get
final
onto.
score of 60.
Did we hit it too hard?
Oh.
Yeah. Just a little bit too hard for
5
that
feet to
break.
go. Looking pretty good.
But look at that.
Done
Another
here.
10 under. It was the 3rd round that killed me. I would have been almost 40. Well, maybe not. I was 4 under on the 3rd round. I should have been at least
And that's
8.
gonna do it
So
for
I should
our
be
round here
35
today.
under, to be honest.
Thank you ever so much
I
for
should be
playing.
tied for 3rd.
Hopefully we'll see you back here real soon.
But all in all, I will say this, the course was actually kind of easy. The only thing that made it tough, there were a few greens that were tough to get to the pin. Other than that, if you hit it into bunkers, that's the only way I see you having a tough time. Because we had 94.6% greens and fairways in regulation. And that is honestly what kept us in it, because everything was very reachable. I mean, just look at the 5 people that played. Even the person that was plus 30 something was still at 60% because the fairways are so wide. Now the greens and regulation was 80.5. And that's only 1.4% less than who's in the person in first. The person that's actually in first on the leaderboard did the exact same green regulation as we did. So it really came down to missing all those putts. But again, pulls didn't register. A lot of pulls didn't seem to register. but you know. Proximity to the hole still wasn't very good though, 29.6 feet. But it all comes down to making those putts, because number one, or the person in first place was actually worse than us by 0.26 feet, by 0.2 feet. We didn't 3-putt a single time. Scrambling was decent. Person in first, his scrambling he's first, 92%, and that's probably why. 3 eagles, 2 of them on the same round, or last round. 28 birdies, 38 pars. We only actually had 3 bogeys, so we only had 3 shots that we could have pretty much guaranteed we would have had back, so that's 34 under. So, I mean, no doubles and no triples, so I mean, we overall we did really good. It was just that the second round could have been better, but it's the third round that really just kind of killed us. But I'll wait a little bit to do the True Sim, and on the True Sim I'll update you on how we did in that one. But 10 under, 7 under, which 7 under, it's respectable, but it's not, it wasn't good. I kind of struggled with that one. And then 4 under, that one was awful. We weren't getting anything near the hole, and when we did, we were still missing a lot of them. And then round 4, 10 under. That I think came down to I was kind of just flowing free, you know. I was just like, you know what? As long as we made the cut, I know we're not going to be up there by the end, so let's just hit them to the hole, you know. What? We'll see how people do in the rest of the week. We'll see how far down we drop. I'm gonna say we'll probably be in. The best I could hope for is like 20th, but I honestly think we're gonna be in the top 30. I think we'll be top 30 because the course wasn't too difficult. But we're gonna end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.